Morning, everybody. Today we are doing a little bit of tree trimming down here at the main farm. This is our south lane at the main farm, and there's trees planted on both sides of this lane. You can't really get much up through here aside from just a vehicle, you know, a truck or a car. And getting a dump truck in here to get gravel on this driveway is pretty much impossible. Can't haul forage wagons down here or anything like that, so I don't know if we'll get it quite tall enough for forage wagons again, but at least get some of this cleaned off of here. So Dad's running the pole saw there, limbing it, and he'll drop them down here on the lanes, and I'll haul them off the side here, and we'll place them off the side. This afternoon here we'll bring our wood chipper down here, and you guys will get to see how that thing works. It's a pretty nice tool to have. We didn't used to have that. You used to have to carry all this stuff, put it in the bed of a truck, and haul it off the brush pile. Or if we were working along a field, you know, you could just stack it in a fence line or something like that. But boy, it's sure a lot nicer if you can just chip it and get rid of it.
Cut it?
Yeah, I'd get rid of that one too. These trees kind of are encroaching on this driveway and making it a little difficult to get certain pieces of equipment through here. So we're taking the pole saw down through here and taking some of them off. Just the low hanging branches that are causing an issue. And on the field side there, we're taking a couple of the ones that, you know, they're kind of head knockers when you're going through there with a tractor and a disc or whatever. And so we're taking those off. We like to have our field boundaries cleaned up real nice. That way we're not beating our equipment up going along there, you know. Equipment's expensive, so we try to keep it in good working order. And one tree branch can do a little bit of damage if you don't happen to see it. So we're gonna get these cleaned up. It's on.
Are you talking or?
Am I talking? I'll talk. All right, so this is our wood chipper we have. This is a WoodMaxx model, I believe it's
WM-8H.
WM-8H, and the H is for the hydraulic feed. Anyways, this thing has a 200-pound flywheel in here, and that's kind of a big important thing when it comes to a wood chipper. You know, we talked about this a little bit the one day in our tractor tour video, talking a little bit about flywheels like on balers and stuff like that. That continual momentum is what keeps things going. You know, when you're feeding this wood in, and say you get a big chunk of wood, you go in there and it grabs a hold of that and bites on that, you know, to chip it up. If you don't have a large flywheel in here like this one has, it'll kind of stall you out. So that continual momentum of that large flywheel in here is what really makes this machine work real well. It also has an RPM thing over here that lets you know there's an hour meter. It's supposed to have 130. Anyways, 1120 RPM is kind of the operating range they want you to run this machine at. The beautiful thing about this machine is the hydraulic feed. So you have a forward and a reverse on this. You also have a safety stop. You know, that's one of the really nice things about this machine, is being that it has that hydraulic feed. And so there's another model they have, and I don't remember what the model number on it was, but it doesn't have this hydraulic feed, and it also doesn't have reverse. So if you wedge something, you're kind of in a bad predicament. That's why we opted to go for this model.
I got the deluxe.
We got I guess you call it the deluxe, like Dad just said, the deluxe model. But it's got self-contained hydraulics, you know, so you got a PTO shaft, I-40 shaft run back to this, and a little hydraulic pump down here. So all the hydraulics on it are self-contained, so you don't have to have any hydraulic lines or anything like that running to it. So it's a pretty nice machine. It works real well, and they say you can run this with 20 horsepower. I don't know, we never tried running it with 20 horsepower. We got 40 horsepower on it, and it runs it real good. And you need that. You know, you get a big piece of wood in there, and it likes having that horsepower. This thing will accept 8-inch material. It's got an 8-inch throat, and it'll chew it up. If you can get it in there, it'll chew it up, as you'll see in this video. But we like it. It works good. So we're going to start chipping here. Now that's a nice way to get rid of brush for us. You know, we just took that pile that was not crazy big or anything, but by the time you get done loading that in the bed of a truck, it'd only take maybe 1 or 2 of these piles. You'd have to go haul it off and dump it. But all that brush just turned into this little pile of chipped wood here. You see that stuff's real fine. I suppose you could probably use it for mulch if you really wanted to, but I'm not a big mulch guy. Oh, I don't know. Just don't have time for gardening and home decor, I guess you'd say. Just too busy. Well, I really don't even know how this camera's still recording. It says 1%. I've never got to record on anything less than 8. So, well, that's it for the day. We're both tired.
That would have been a big pile of brush.
Yeah, a lot of brush. So, chipper makes it a lot nicer. Well, I'm gonna end this video, I think, here. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one.